The most common question that I get asked is when I meet people, when I meet someone like you, they look me in the eye and they say, Rob, how can I make money living on the homestead or living a not normal life? So let's talk about how you can do that. 5 things.
Live happy, fun loving, and carefree.
So it really is true. The people are always asking, how can I make money doing something other than what I'm doing now? You know, where I live, I want to move, whatever. And the thing is, the first thing is most of us grow up in a 9 to 5 kind of job world. Our grandparents, our parents, our neighbors, it's just, that's normal life. Is you get out of school and you get a job so that you can work, so you can make money, and you work, quote, 9 to 5, 8 to 4, whatever it is, the PM shift, the night shift, but you work a traditional job 40 hours a week, and you get a paycheck every week, and you pay your mortgage or your rent, and you make your car payment, and you pay the utility bills, and you buy some groceries, and that's just life. And so it's very difficult to imagine doing anything different when that is the world that 95% of the people live in, is a traditional 9 to 5, 40-hour a week job. So that brings us to number 2 then. The second thing is that the most common step beyond that then is being self-employed, where you work for yourself. You have a hobby that you like. Maybe you have a wood shop and you make wood items, chairs or tables or whatever, or you knit or crochet or sew, or a million other things. You just decide you're a barber, you're a plumber, whatever it is, you decide that you're going to be self-employed and work for yourself. But the thing is, what we really don't think about, what ends up happening, is that's just a job. It's just another 9 to 5 job, except now it's probably like 6 in the morning till 6 p.m. Instead of working 40 hours a week, now you're working 80 hours a week because you're working for yourself. Because again, we're in that job mindset. So we have a job working for someone else. So the next step is we get a job working for ourselves, but we're really doing the same thing. And that's, just something that, again, we want to get out of, and that's number 2. 1, 9 to 5 job. 2, self-employed job. So the thought there is, Bonnie's helping me. The thought there, number 3, is what that all boils down to is exchanging time for money. And that's the most difficult thing for anyone to get beyond, because again, 90 to 95% of us, that's the world we live in, is we exchange our time for whatever it is we're doing, whether it's working for somebody else or working, for ourselves, and then we get money back, time, money. And that's just, it's okay. I mean, it's great. We need people like that. We need people that work in offices. We need people that work in factories. We need people that work in big box stores, the trades. Those people are critical. Those are essential workers. And that brings up a whole nother thing with why you're probably thinking about this right now, is the crazy world that we live in, is, essential. Those people are essential. We need those people, but that may not be the choice that you want to make. Because the thought that brings to mind is normal job, normal life. And again, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that unless that's not the thing that you want to do, but go to work, get a paycheck, pay your bills, and that's the normal life. And I want you, because people are asking me all the time, so they're obviously interested, you're obviously interested, is what can I do to get out of that mindset of job, exchanging time for money, living a normal life in the normal world. It's not making me happy. It's not making you happy. So probably the first thing you want to do, what I'm calling number 4 here, is, and it may not make sense right now, but it's reducing your expenses. If you're paying a huge mortgage or a huge rent, you've got an expensive car with the insurance on it, and you've got the top TV package and the top internet package and all the bells and whistles, and you're paying out a massive sum of money, it's going to be more challenging. It's going to be scarier to step out and do things on your own, because you're like, well, what if I can't, I may not like the job that I'm doing. I may not like the path that I've chosen, but I'm getting that check every week and I can pay all and meet all my bills. So I don't want to make that leap to something new because it's scary. So number 4, reduce your expenses. Can you drive? We have no car payment. We drive old cars. Yeah, they need to be repaired occasionally, but no car payment. We have minimal insurances on things. We have a basic television package. We don't have any bells and whistles on our internet. We have no credit cards. So, those kinds of things, that's the kinds of things, that you want to be thinking about. So, 4 is reducing your expenses, because if you don't have as much money to have to come up with every week, every month, then that makes it so that you can move to the next level. And number 5 is things like, you've probably heard the terms multiple streams of income, passive income, a scalable business model. And that's important because, going back, you've got a job and it seems stable and you're getting your paycheck, but based on what's happened in this past year, what happens if you're not essential and your boss, your company tells you, well, you can just stay home now. We don't need you anymore right now because you've worked in a restaurant and all the restaurants are closed. Or, that type, you work in a hair salon, you're in the beauty salon business, cutting hair, styling, whatever it is, you're doing something where you're working hands-on with people, and those industries have been closed because you had one job earning all the money to pay all your bills. Now you've got no job. So that's where that multiple stream of income comes in, is you want to make a little bit of money from a whole variety of sources. The old world ways of having multiple streams of income aren't really going to give you a solid foundation today. And some other examples of the traditional world would be stocks, bonds, rental real estate properties. That's the way people used to invest into generating multiple streams of what we might call passive income, because you don't have to do anything. Once you have those set up, once you've invested in the stocks or the bonds, you own rental properties. I mean, sure, you've got, some hands-on things, but it's not a 9-to-5 kind of job that the money comes in. In today's digital world, we have, other choices that we can make. You could have a YouTube channel where you share what you're passionate about. You may have a website with a blog. Me personally, I do not enjoy writing, not at all. I did write a book because that was one of my bucket list items, is I wanted to write a book and have it published. So I did that, but it was the summer from bad word. I did not enjoy that, but I wanted to do it and get it done with. So I could never have a blog where I write a daily or weekly, type of post. But that may be something that you're really passionate about, is sharing, your story that way. So those are the kinds of things that you need to think about to get outside of the box and to live a not normal life, because I want you to be living the life that you want to live, to be living happy, fun-loving, and carefree. So that means not having a 9-to-5 job, or at least not having a 9-to-5 job that you depend on 100%, that you get your passion and your happiness, from another source. Right, Bonnie? And, those kinds of things. If you're self-employed, if you're working for yourself, don't turn it into a job. Don't, be out in the shop making chairs day and night and selling them. You want to have a business that you can scale up. Another thought would be in the traditional world, like an author, what I just said, about writing a book, is you write the book once and then you sell it. So today's world, a YouTube video, and people watch it and watch it. I have videos that are 2, 3, 4 years old that are, popular today. And I thank you for watching them. And it's, that type of thing. You make your blog post or whatever. You have an information product. So think about the things that you can do and try to get out of that mindset of the normal world with a normal job, doing a normal thing, when we have so many possibilities. And sure, raise some chickens, reduce your expenditures so you don't have to produce as much. Think of ways that you can, passively, whether it's the old world types of things. And because places, New York City is a lot more expensive to live than out here in unincorporated America. Taxes and even groceries and things are much less. So you just think about all of those things and how you can do that in today's world, and be open to opportunities. When that door opens, just walk right through it and think about what you could be doing. And that's just, I want you to be happy. So watch another video and subscribe. Live happy, fun-loving, and carefree, living the life that you choose to live for you and your family.